How did Common Eldarin become the proto-Elvish language? Imagine a language that links all the elves together, no matter where they are or which branch they belong to. That's what Common Eldarin was for the elves of Middle-earth. But how did it come to be? Well, it all starts with the very first elves. They woke up in a place called Quenya, which is in the eastern part of Middle-earth. These first elves spoke what is called primitive Quenya, the original language of all elves. This language was simple and natural, formed by the elves as they first awoke. Over time, as the elves began to move westward, their language started to change. When they accepted the summons from the Valar and decided to undertake the great journey, they became known as the Eldar. During this migration, primitive Quenya evolved into what is called Common Eldarin. This was a shared language among the different elven clans, like the Vanyar, Noldor, and Teleri. It served as a common tongue for all the Eldar as they traveled and settled in new lands. As the elves reached different places, their language continued to develop separately. The Vanyar and Noldor, who reached the Undying Lands, turned Common Eldarin into Quenya, which became the High Elven language of the West. Meanwhile, the Teleri, some of whom stayed in Middle-earth, developed a dialect of Common Eldarin that became Sindarin, the Grey Elven language most often spoken in Middle-earth during the Third Age. Other dialects like Nandorin also grew from Common Eldarin. So, Common Eldarin is really a bridge between primitive Quenya and the later, more specialized Elvish languages. It was the language of the elves during their migration and early settlements, before they split into different peoples and cultures. This evolution reflects their history, from waking in Middle-earth to the Great Journey, and finally to their different paths in Aman and Middle-earth. In the stories of The Lord of the Rings, these languages tell the story of the elves' long journey and their enduring heritage. Quenya, the noble language of the West, carries the memory of their ancient roots, while Sindarin reflects the life and struggles of the elves who stayed in Middle-earth. This history of language shows how closely the elves, culture and their words are connected, shaping the rich world Tolkien created.